Okay. Hi, I'm back, everyone. So, like I said, that we have more speakers and more interesting topics today to discuss. And thank you very much once again to Mas Fik Wibowo. He talked about utilization of artificial intelligence platform in the digital transformation era for customer success. And for the next session, we have Mas Muhammad Rifki, Head of Publisher Development Indonesia and Malaysia, MGID. But before we begin the session, I want to introduce Mas Rifki to you, to all participants. Mas Muhammad Rifki, Head of Publisher Development Indonesia and Malaysia, MGID, for more than 14 years in the advertising industry, including media planner, Activate Media Programmatic Manager, Vice GM Marketing, KG Media General Manager, Head of Business Development, Jixi Head of Publisher Development Indonesia, and now he is a Head of Publisher Development Indonesia and Malaysia, MGID. So I want to say hello to Mas Muhammad Rifki. Hello, Mas Rifki.
Hello everyone.
Selamat pagi, good morning. How are you, Mas?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. So, okay, we can start over the session. The screen is yours, Mas Rifki.
Thanks, Melissa. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen now? Okay, let me start. So, hello, good morning, everyone. So, I see a lot of good speaker for this event. It's good. A lot of famous people from agency and advertisers in this event. So, I would like to cover from the publisher side. I always work with publishers, and also now work with edtech company, which also help on the publisher side. So my topic now is how to reach the best combination of content and content quantity and quality of ads to reach the best audience engagement from the publishers. So yes, as mentioned by Melissa, I work with MGID now. Previously, I worked with agency and publishers. And so this is the basic the agenda. First is understanding what is the every publisher's three key pillars for publishers, and also challenges on the quantity side, and also challenges on the quality side. So three key pillars for every digital publishers you need to know. The first is traffic, of course. So traffic is the basic requirement for every publisher. So whatever the type of the content that you produce, that you choose, the number of people who read the content is very important. The publishers trying to hard now to win the audience eyeball for from any traffic sources, whether it's from search, from social media, or even from direct traffic. And the second pillar is audience. Everyone always says that know your audience, and invest in audience means how you able to convert flyby users or flyby visitor in your websites to become a loyal visitors for the publishers. So the end goal, of course, is how to make them willing to log in, to sign in, or further to subscribe for your content. That's the ultimate goal for every publishers. And if you're able to make them log in or sign up, and you can use it as your first party data, first party deterministic data even, and you can use it for many purposes. Or you can create this audience for a better engagement, and you can use it for ad targeting. And the last pillars is technology. So all of those 2 points before I mentioned is will have more powerful impact if you have technology on board with the publishers. And this technology can be split for two purposes. First, for a better engagement on content. So the result is to increase to make the user has higher page per session, page per visit, and increase the time on site for a better engagement. Or you can use technology for a better ad performance for ad targeting. So on these three key pillars, it's like uh, become a deadly hollows for the publishers. So publishers are every publisher now in the race to increase their traffic, creating new verticals, new type of content, increase the number of article per post, and it will impact the number of pages they generated, and also it will also impact more ad impressions, and publishers expect to have more ad revenue coming from these inventories. And can you imagine how much is traffic generated from media group A to media group others? Then it will make the number of traffic will be very huge for Indonesia market. And one of success story for one publishers, others will follow, and it will make more and more traffic and ad inventory available for advertisers. And common question asked by publishers is how to make balance between quantity and quality to optimize revenue. So the general challenges for the publishers, there are three challenges. First is monetizations. So publishers experience declining CPM for open auction. Again, it's because of the law of supply and demand. And the second one is capabilities, lack of talent in the market, and also data, because as you experience that only few people that would like to sign up or log in the publisher site, meaning there will be only few interest-based data that can be collected for the publishers. And publishers also receive more pressure from the advertisers, because as you can see, now advertisers would like to put money for low funnel campaign. They expect to have higher, advertisers expect to have higher ROI, but the impact on the publisher side, it will decrease the value of their CPM. Why? It's because the performance of the ad it's low, because there is no audience proxy that can be used for ad targeting. That's why publishers need to prepare their first party data. And how publishers run performance-based campaign with first party data? We can start with the most easiest one and the most affordable one. It's contextual, because if you want to invest in data platform, you need to prepare a lot of budget for it. And contextual is the most easiest one, and really you don't need a lot of complexity integrating with your platform. So you can select, you can choose several references for contextual targeting. First, you can select for IB Tech Lab. IB already prepared content taxonomy, and also you can prepare the contextual based on your interest from affinity category from your Google Analytics, or you can start with the segment that gives you impact on your business. Let's say your you want to target this type of advertisers for your business for the next years or for this year's, and you can prepare this type of contextual data, and you can brief your newsroom to prepare this kind of content, so you will able to collect more contextual data for ad targeting. And this is the sample of result of contextual data that you can collect from page title, from content category, from content subcategory, or even content text. So for example, for beauty and wellness, as you can see, it contained with page title coming from skincare, tips kecantikan, makeup or lipstick. And for lifestyle or hobbies, it can be content category from living, rumah, gria, and else. So this type of contextual data can be used for your campaign. And you need to start testing your audience with low funnel campaigns. You can discuss with your agencies, with your advertisers. Hey guys, we have this kind of audience. We would like to have a test with your low funnel type of campaign and to see how our audience works. And you need to create a lot of combination from inventory, interest, device, location, and even from creative approach. And from this combination, you can see which audience will perform for this certain type of campaign. And creating audience segment from contextual is a learning process. Sometimes some combinations doesn't work at all. Then you need to create another one and to see how you will fit, how the audience will fit for your campaign. And this is iteration process will takes a lot of time until the end of campaign period. And the second challenges for the quality side is the ad quality. So having huge number of ad inventories or ad impressions will mean nothing if you cannot meet the standard from the advertiser side from these three categories. First is ad fraud, viewability, and also brand safety. And you need to discuss with your agencies, with your product team as well, how you're able to optimize the quality of your ad inventory. You can see, and you can revert to MRC standard, and you can revert to agency standard because each agency has their own standard for viewability. And quick tips from me, you can look at the top websites in the market and follow the ad structure of their ad placement because they have been discussed for many times with the product team, with the technical team, and it's been the best model that you can duplicate on your websites. And you need to work very closely with your product team to optimize the ad placement. And the other suggestion from me is if you have more budget, you can subscribe with third-party verification tools so you can see how your ad inventory match with expected ad quality from agency standard. The other thing that you also need to pay attention is on the ad quality or brand safety for your content. Referring to study from IAS that placing ads in low quality content environment has the consequences because advertisers find it annoying if the ads appear on the low quality content. It's not only the content but also for the ads. This is the result from IAS and this is really good. You need to really pay attention on that. And MGID also pay attention on two factors. First is contextual. We have released our own contextual intelligence for Indonesia market. And the contextual is combination from IB taxonomy, from category IDs, and sentiment that we have collected, and also behavior profile from open sources. So we still collect all of this and combine all of these sources to become contextual intelligence at MGID. And we also launched our high safety ranking for top publishers in Indonesia. So we are the first native platform that launched high safety ranking to release better ad quality for the publishers. So it's become favorability for publishers, advertisers, and also users, and also your consumers. The higher safety ranking is the higher scalability for the ad campaign across the network. Yeah, so that will be all from me. And key takeaways for you is first, you have to understanding your traffic, and traffic is play important role for your business, and try to build audience data out of it. And the second one, build more diversified audience with contextual by page title, content category, content subcategory, and also content text. The third one is work closely with your product team to optimize your ad performance, especially for viewability. And the last one is keep your website experience and environment free from low quality content. Yeah, that will be all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mas Rifki. Interesting. Thank you so much for discussing about how publishers' strategy to reach the best combination of content quantity and quality for maximum audience engagement. Hopefully, you guys get more perspective and ideas from the presentation of Mas Rifki. Thank you so much, Mas.
You're
And
welcome, Mbak.
yes, maybe all the participants, you have questions, you can ask and interact with the speakers by joining the lounge, and you can enter the speakers networking table. And before we begin the next session, I want to highlight things. I want to remind you, all the participants, please do not use an abusive or offensive words in the chat. And for all participants, just remember to poll in every session in order to get points. And then don't forget to check your own leaderboard to see your score. And of course, you can interact with one another by joining the lounge, the networking lounge, because this is the conference room to listen to speakers' speech and presentation. So don't forget to joining the lounge. And don't forget to visit our booths, because we have booths such as MMA, piano, tempo, ASMI, and many more. And if you want to interact with the speakers, once again, like I said, you can go to the lounge and visit the speakers networking table. All participants can do video calls and see one another, or even you can chat with one another. So we have open 20 tables for networking. So yeah, please take the opportunity to meet and to connect with one another. For any panel discussion, you can use the Q&A feature. So yeah, guys, for participants who use the airmeet.com for the first time, maybe you have a little bit confusion, but don't worry, because you can go check it out, all the feeders here. And yeah, you can join the lounge and you can join the booths. And yes, of course, you can poll in every session to get scores. All right, let's move into the next session.